Good evening, world. Welcome to Baba Mzazi Media Group, where today we are hosting our very special guest, Miss Fanny. Over to you.
The one who's speaking here ke Ufense Mbonisa, Khoshikgadi ya lena ya Mopedi. Well, not to forget that you're new Miss South Africa Disability.
Oh, wow, our new Miss South Africa Disability. Can you take us through that journey? Like, did you enter the pageant and win, or?
Oh, so I entered the pageant, it was March, where I was motivated by my great-grandmother. She used to tell me that, Fanny, Fanny, go out there, but or you can also do it.
Okay, wow.
So after she passed away, I thought of it and was like, you know what, let me make her proud.
So you wanted to like pay tribute to your grandmother?
So I entered the pageant. Then people
how did you get to know about the pageant? I know it's not very easy to get access to these things.
So I went to the hospital for a checkup. Okay. So there's this lady that works at the physio. She was like, "Hi man, you have so much potential. You should enter a pageant. Maybe you can win someday." Okay. And I was like, "No, I can't do that. You can see how I am." Like, I had that low self-esteem.
Yeah, you're doubting yourself.
Yeah, just because of my disability.
What exactly caused you to have a low self-esteem? Is it because of the way you were raised, or maybe the community around you? Can you just explore a little bit more into that?
That was the way I was raised. When my mom passed away, we had to go stay with my grandma, my mother's mother.
Yeah.
So while we stayed there, I couldn't go out. I felt like she was embarrassed because I was disabled.
Yeah.
So she took me to special schools in a way of avoiding me so that people can see me.
Yeah.
So I went there to special schools until I finished. So she was that person who didn't want me to explore the world.
The world, exactly.
Like, even when they were going to towns, I had to stay indoors.
Oh.
I had to be at home. I had to be alone. So even now I don't have friends. It's kind of hard for me to make friends because I'm in a process of accepting the way I am.
The way you are.
Yes.
And there's nothing wrong with you. You know that, right?
I know I'm beautiful.
Yeah, very. Okay. So you entered the competition in March.
Yes.
How was the journey? Like, what kind of people were you in a competition with? Is it only like physically disabled people, or?
It's only for physically challenged people. The journey was hard.
Okay, yeah.
It was very hard. Like, I had to ask for people to vote for me. And one thing I've noticed about Messina is that they don't support. They don't support people like me.
Maybe it's not really a matter of support. I feel like Messina is a little bit of a small town.
Yeah.
And I feel like people are not really exposed to a lot of things. So maybe sometimes it may be like missing information or things like that.
Yeah, because I once had a few interviews here in Messina FM, where I was asking for votes from business owners, but the only person who was supportive was my aunt.
Your aunt? Wow.
She was very supportive. She's the manager at St. River Resort.
Okay,
so she did donations forms, she voted for me. Even now, she's still my number one supporter.
You lie.
Shout out to her. I really love her so much.
Shout out to auntie. Okay.
So, like, she's been there since day one. Not to forget my manager, my little sister.
Okay.
So that one, she knows she's my manager. Everywhere I go, she has to be there.
All the time.
If I'm doing donations, she has to be there. So shout out to her, Kaurata Kenti.
That's beautiful. All right. So, like, let's say did you win the Miss South Africa?
No, I'm currently in the finalist, but I'm number 2 in the finalist. Yes, I was number 1, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, what happened?
Oh, like, there was this girl, she was number 7. You know, got the last minute, like,
and then
boom, she's number 1.
What happened? The vote, you know?
Yes, the vote, but I was like, no, you know what? No, I'm going to take this. It's coming back home in Muslim.
You know,
I'm bringing it into home.
Exactly, we want it here.
Yes.
And one thing about beauty pageants is you can actually re-enter, right?
Yes.
Like, let's say you failed this year, you cannot really call it a fail. Like, if you don't make it to the top now, you can always come back the next year and redo it, right?
Yeah, and plus this beauty pageant, it's not about beauty. It's about empowering young disabled women.
People.
Maybe to help them accept themselves, to help them create jobs for themselves. So it's about empowering young disabled women.
Okay, talking about empowering young disabled people, let's say you were to become Miss South Africa disability, what changes do you think you bring to other physically challenged people?
A lot. Like, I've noticed that here in Mosina, there's not a lot of things that they do for physically challenged people.
Yeah.
I've noticed that what they do, they wake up, they go to the disability center where they do nothing.
And they just
eat.
sit around.
They just sit around, connect to the Wi-Fi and eat.
You know,
So like, I wanna create
an
activities.
environment, yeah.
You know, maybe sports, maybe
because you know that
talents.
we do have Paralympics where
Yes.
physically challenged people
we've
can
got
actually
wheelchair tennis.
Exactly,
There's this
do that.
young man that's Ronoa Mtsanani.
Yeah.
He's a well-known tennis player, and
You lie.
he's sitting right on his wheelchair. He's from Limpopo.
You
So
lie.
like I just want to create opportunities for them. I'm also planning to do a talent show
Okay.
where it will help them empower themselves, help them accept themselves.
Exactly.
So like I'm planning to do that. I hope it will work out for them.
But do you know that you don't really need to be Miss South Africa? You don't need to be like the top contestant for you to do those things,
yes,
right?
I know.
Exactly. You can still do the tennis, this whole tennis thing or the sports thing here in Messina. Even you already have this and you are representing them, so you can start by. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Exactly. So okay, do you know about the municipality grounds, things like that?
Not yet. Like I told you, I started exploring things now.
No.
Yeah, so I'm still in a process of looking around, doing. That's why I
I'm
want to.
getting to
That's why I want to
understand.
create much more difference in this community. I want physically challenged people to be heard.
To be heard.
Actually, I want to be an activist for physically challenged people.
Challenge people.
I would do anything.
What exactly does an activist do? If you are
I don't know, but like, I think it's about fighting for the rights.
for the rights of
for physically challenged people.
exactly.
So I want to do that.
Okay. Besides in the sporting industry or anything like that, let's say just in the community in general, let's say like maybe according to transportation, roads, are there any challenges that physically challenged people are facing that people are not talking about?
Yeah, they are. Because where I live,
Yeah.
there's many rocks in a way that if I want to go somewhere, I have to wait for my big sister or my little sister to come back
And
so they
to
can
the-
take me to the bus stop.
To the bus stop.
And again, there are some shops where you go, then you don't find, there's no ramps. A wheelchair is not accommodated. Like example,
Yeah.
I want to go to Boxer Liquor.
Liquor. All right.
No, I'm normal. I have to drink.
I know.
Yes.
I'm just surprised.
The only thing that's different is
Yeah.
the physical appearance, you know.
Okay, yeah, exactly. Okay.
So like when I went there with it was my aunt.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I couldn't get in. There was those, you know.
Yeah,
yes.
the setup. the
And
thing
then
that you want to
I told them like, how are you expecting us to enter?
buy.
Yes. They were like, sorry, hey, it's not us, but like you must fix it.
Exactly.
You must fix it because we also need to go to places. You can't just, you know.
Exactly.
Yes.
No, I get you. So I think you really need to be an activist.
I'm going to.
But throughout this whole conversation, when you're talking, you're just talking about Messina, like, you know, I've noticed here in this community they don't do this and this. But when you actually enter for this Miss South Africa, you are Miss South Africa. You're not like Miss Messina disability. So you have to think about it on a larger scale, like nationwide. I don't know if I'm making sense, right?
Yeah, you're making sense.
Yeah. So I think it's something that you really have to think about.
But I could have to start with my community.
Yeah, you start where
Yeah, I have to
right?
start with where I live
Okay.
so that I can, you know, create a name for physically challenged. And not to forget, I'm about to open my own NPO,
What is an NPO?
NGO.
NGO. All right. What is the name of the NGO and what are we
I'm going to name it after my late grandmother.
All right, that's beautiful.
So it's going to be an NGO that's going to help people who are misfortunate, that don't have their own stuff. Because one thing, what my grandma taught me to give.
To give, yeah.
She taught
That
me
is-
to give.
that is
My
very
grandma was a kind person, a person who would give. Like, even if she doesn't to your head a small thing, she would say, let me give him, let me give her. So
Yeah.
I want to, you know, lift her name up.
Lift your name up
That would be a way of me contribute to her.
to her.
Yes.
That's beautiful. What is one lesson that you value the most that your grandmother taught you whilst growing up?
Well, one thing, she just told me to accept myself.
Yeah.
Never let myself down.
Mm-hmm.
Not to get married. Serious.
You lie.
I'm not joking.
Why did you tell you shouldn't get married?
I don't know. I think like
But
she had that pittiness or like she always told me that Fengi, if baka unyala,
They're gonna take advantage of you. But it's not like that.
No, like it was that thing or she didn't, you know old people.
But it seems like it got to you and you believe it.
No, I didn't. I've got a boyfriend.
You have, tell us more. No, but I'm serious.
Well, he's a vendor guy.
Okay.
He's short.
How did you guys meet?
In a group. In a group.
Oh, you're in the dating groups.
No, like I was desperate. You've noticed that you have been in several relationships, and like you feel like people and have not accepted the way you are.
Yeah.
And that's that was what I was going through. Like I was in a process where like, I was like, at least I'm jolly, you know what?
Yeah.
Really, I'm not beautiful.
So have you ever dated like someone who maybe is physically challenged?
Yes.
You have. And how did that work out for you?
It wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad.
What
do you mean? I'm sure that's what they would all say about you as well.
Yes, and now I won't deny. Now I talk too much.
Of course.
Yes, physically challenged people.
So, in what way exactly? Like how?
Like, be like, yeah. Money, yeah, so now they're controlative. They're always controlling.
Yeah. No, I get that.
And it's very hard for a physically challenged person to be in a relationship with a normal person, especially if it's a guy, because most girls they want money because they know obviously mugai
exactly
2 point something again obviously. And to benefit. Yes, that's how it is.
Yeah, that's true.
That's how it is. So like it was hard. That's why I found myself in a group.
Okay, but I'm happy for you.
It's nice. Yeah. It's very nice. He takes care of me, and like the first thing I was not sure if he's
like really into you,
because I was like will he even go to the mall with me? Will he even go out with me on dates? But unfortunately he proved me wrong.
He proved you wrong.
His parents know me.
It made you feel special.
And what I like more about him is that he doesn't feel pity for me.
Exactly, he doesn't treat
and
you
I like that. Yeah, and I like that.
Wow. But I'm sure they come sometimes when he wants to carry you and do all those things. Do you feel like maybe he's feeling pity for you? No. You don't?
But I don't like someone carrying me.
What's wrong with that? It doesn't always come from a place of pity all the time, I feel like.
Yeah,
sometimes it's just like, I want to help. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, I just want to make life easier for you. I feel like...
No, you know what taxi drivers do? If you're a girl and you want to climb the taxi, what's imagine. Oh.
When are you about to
No, why?
Yeah? Every girl wants that.
No, but only if it's my boyfriend, yes, I'll like definitely.
Sorry, baby.
Yes. Leave that thing, even leave that thing, yeah.
Okay, no.
So, and it's kind of weird, but they would ask you, only if you're a boy and physically challenged, they will ask you, like seriously.
Exactly.
Why do you ask? Like they're using their own positions the way they can do it. I can know you have got your own position.
We have our own position.
Yes.
Do you guys have your own position?
Yes, but it's confidential.
Okay. Oh, you really shut me out on that one.
And I think I'm keeping a secret, but it's not a secret actually.
Okay, tell it.
I've got a son. He's handsome.
You lie.
His mom.
You lie.
His name is Ontamietsi. Well, my pregnancy was not easy.
Yeah,
It wasn't. It was the thing, my baby daddy's mother didn't want him to have a baby with a physically challenged. He was also physically challenged.
Also, maybe they thought like life was gonna be way harder for you guys.
So I had to raise my son alone. He was born 7 months at home.
Yeah, premature. At home.
I didn't know.
That you are like going into.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Was it a normal delivery? Or?
A normal one. Like the doctors told me that I'm gonna have a C-section.
A C-section.
I was scared. I was so scared.
You lie. I can just.
But unfortunately,
You-
then he's 3 years old now.
He's old. You're about to
He's
have
healthy.
a daughter-in-law.
No.
How do you get daughter-in-law?
No, he's supposed to take care of me, his mom.
A man can take care of two wives.
Yeah,
at the same- Sure.
No.
But remember, you're going to be someone's makoti.
Nah, I won't be that makoti. I'll be the special makoti.
The special makoti.
Yes.
Getting
You know,
the
like
specials,
my
yeah.
boyfriend doesn't let me cook.
You lie.
I'm the passenger princess.
I want to be you.
I'm a princess. I'm a princess. You know what?
Yeah, no, I can see that. That's beautiful. I was really going to touch on that, do you want to have kids and stuff like that, and then you just.
I do. He's 3 years old. She's beautiful.
Oh, that's beautiful. So I think people just don't understand, and I feel like people need to be educated about physically challenged people, because maybe we tend to feel pity for them and they don't want the pity. Sometimes we don't recognize them when they want to be recognized. Things
That's
like
true.
that. Yeah. So do you have anything that you really want to tell it to the world about maybe physically challenged people? That maybe a stereotype that people should change, something like that.
Firstly, they should change treating us different. We're all the same.
We're all the same, yeah.
They must not treat us different. Baskar level man. Why are you staring?
You are special.
No.
Okay. Don't take it like I'm disabled. Take it like I'm special. You know, when people see something special, they look at it.
Let's just say, let's not use the word disabled. Let's just say different but able.
Different.
How's that?
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
I've heard this other saying when people say disability doesn't mean inability. I can still. I saw you the other time. You were just getting into a taxi alone. You just put yourself out there. So it means, yes, I'm disabled, but I can do it on my own as well.
That's why I'm saying we are different but able.
I know a couple of guys that are disabled, physically challenged. They don't have hands, but they do what normal people do, but with their legs. You get what I mean? So I feel like nature always finds a way to.
I can also cook. I'm a very good cooker.
What's your favorite dish?
You must come in my place. I'll cook for you.
What are you gonna cook?
It will be a special thing. At home, nobody cooks except me.
No. The thing is, I don't wanna come there and then you cook buhobe or buswa.
I'm a very good cooker.
No.
I'm a very good cooker.
Okay. Now, please keep the surprise for me. I'm coming.
I'll definitely keep it.
Okay.
I'm about to do I won't say a huge project.
Okay.
A smaller thing.
It seems like you have a lot of projects lined up.
This is gonna be my year. It's my year.
I'm so proud.
This year.
Okay, all right. Let's fill them up.
So I want to do a small project where it will be like a fundraising project where it will help people there at the disability center. Maybe they should get sewing machines, they should get garden stuff. Yes, maybe keep themselves busy.
Yeah, use their
not to
hands.
forget there's a group of elderly people.
Okay.
Go-go getters. So my aim was to go-go getters.
Oh, sounds fancy.
Go-go mama ghetto.
But today.
Yes, they even play soccer.
You lie.
You should go visit multi-people's center. You will see them.
I only found out about the
they are give a vibe.
I'll try it. Will you go with me?
Yes.
All right.
So I want to do a fundraising thing. Okay. Maybe they've got the beats that you need and some mats. So maybe they could go a venue or Sand River Resort. Maybe they could take the things that they need and go showcase them at Sand River Resort.
More like an exhibition.
Yes, but it will be an exhibition with a fun walk.
With a fun what?
Fun walk day.
Like a walking.
Yes, maybe it will be because the last time I spoke with the manager of Sand River, she said it could be from the mall,
Yeah.
maybe to Sand River.
To Sand River.
Yes.
That's
To
a
be
very
like
good-
we could also communicate with the municipality and stuff like that. Then when we reach there, like there's going to be food,
food. Okay, that's
free swimming,
Oh, that's beautiful.
games,
Okay.
different games, even indigenous games
Yeah.
for the elderly people, and prizes to be won.
Prizes to be won.
Yeah, it will be a way of raising money
Exactly.
to help the physically
The
challenged
challenged
people
people.
and the elderly people in the same time.
Guys, there you have it from Feni. Thank you so much for being our guest today, and it was lovely to have you.
I'm also thankful that I get to share my story to the world.
To the world. That's
Yes.
very beautiful.